That's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now Jones. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 that moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. 2nd and 5. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
This will be a 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. Got him, man. And he coughed it up. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A right side run with Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open here, Adam Thielen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this 1st quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
17-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Patterson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cordero Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Jones on 1st and 10. Olave holds it in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Patterson running between the tackles. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Thomas has got it. Complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Hines is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'll tell you that, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Walker once more. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Connor Hayward, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that was an 8-play drive that spans 75 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Watson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive. And they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, look at the juke. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Panthers coming out now.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing Jones. He gets it to Thomas.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Jones.
He completes it to Olave.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map to check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They'll run with Patterson.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation, because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Daniel Bellinger taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now back to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Eluded. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead, Walker. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons. Ken Walker, 31 yards. And the Falcons get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Patterson on the draw play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Nyheim Hines from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it, and they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On second down, it's Walker.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
It's caught on the right side, Williams.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Walker.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Jones.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll drop the throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Pat Fryermuth.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, and I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing Jones. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones looking long for Thomas. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now Jones. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now it's Hines. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. From the 27, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd and 2, Jones. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.